Night continues at Desmond Hall. A night that will soon give way to the first pale light of morning. On this night, an ancient curse may or may not have been broken. For Jean-Paul Desmond, master of Desmond Hall, has undergone a strange ritual. A ritual that may save him. In order to do so, he has formed a new alliance and broken old ones. The consequences of this are not yet known. But others will be driven into the web of terror as a result of a decision he has just made.
Orendo, bring the truth to her lips. Bring the truth from her heart. Now, tell us the truth.
Do not force me to speak.
What did you tell court about the star? Raxel, answer me, I command you.
Orendo, free the truth from this woman.
I am not yours to command.
You defy me.
It was you who broke our pact.
What pact?
You have turned me away from me to others.
Raxel.
That is the truth you wanted to hear.
You shall leave Desmond Hall tonight.
I belong here.
You do not belong to me if you do not serve me.
Don't send me away. The only life I know is with the Desmonds.
Either you obey me or you leave my home.
Desmonds have come and gone, and I have remained.
Not any longer. I am free of you.
I will remain here long after you have gone.
When I go, I shall take you with me.
Be careful, cousin. She speaks the truth.
Take me with you. No Desmond takes me on his final journey. There are still Desmonds who require my services. I shall serve them as I have served in the past.
Cousin.
Philip, is it
It's morning.
morning?
You've survived the night.
Oh, that's not possible. I'm free?
Well, perhaps.
Only perhaps?
Well, the star may appear again. You may feel the compulsion to kill again. But we know now that Orendo can protect you.
But I'm not completely free.
Oh, you may be. We just have to wait until the star appears again.
And if I'm not?
Then we'll perform the ritual again. But don't be discouraged. We've made progress. Be grateful for that.
I am Forgive me, cousin. But what if the curse has left me and passed on to someone else?
Yes. Yes, I've been thinking of that.
Listen, Philip, we've got to find Court. We've got to find out how he spent the night.
Master,
Why did you call me that?
you are the next master of Desmond Hall. I am your servant.
What do you want?
I looked in your room. You were not there. I was worried about you.
I haven't slept all night. Something happened, something that I don't understand.
What?
Last night during the storm, I was in this room alone, and I heard a sound. A sound that came from that portrait, and it sounded like a heart beating.
No.
I didn't imagine it, I heard it.
Yes, I know you did.
You know? How?
It is the Desmond legend.
What legend? What are you talking about?
Oh, do not ask me to explain.
I don't understand.
No, I beg you.
I command you to tell me what the heartbeat meant.
It means death.
What?
Not for you, but death for another.
Who?
Jean-Paul.
I don't understand.
According to the legend, the heartbeat is heard by the new master of Desmond Hall when the old one is going to die.
Jean-Paul isn't old. Why would he die?
I do not know. I only know what the legend says.
I don't believe in your legends.
Jean-Paul does. Please, do not tell him. Spare him the knowledge that he is going to die.
I told you before, I don't take orders from servants.
It is not an order. Please, keep silent. Jean-Paul knows the legend. He knows what it means.
Where did you hear about this legend?
All who serve the Desmonds know about it. It has been passed on from generation to generation.
Court,
What is it?
Jean-Paul would like to see you for a moment.
Why?
I'd rather not say, but it is important.
Is he all right?
Yes.
I must go to him.
No, later. He'd like to see Court first.
Why did you want to see me?
Court, did anything happen last night?
Happen?
Yes, after you saw the star, did anything else happen? Anything out of the ordinary?
What do you mean? What could have happened?
Well, did you feel odd in any way?
Odd?
Well, I simply mean, did you spend an ordinary, normal night?
Well, if you can call the nights around here normal. People talking about stars and warnings about non-existent dangers. What are you talking about?
Well, the night is over, that's all that matters.
I don't understand. What was so special about last night?
Well, Court, perhaps it's best you don't understand.
Everybody is treating me like a child, even the servants, and I am not.
Oh, Court, no one's treating you like a child, and we were just concerned about you. But we aren't anymore.
Why were you concerned?
You seemed frightened after you saw the star.
Well, because Rexel said,
What did Rexel say?
well, she was frightened by it. I don't know why.
She didn't explain?
No.
Well, what were you and Rexel talking about downstairs just now?
We were just talking about family legends.
What were they?
They were just legends. I didn't pay much attention. I don't believe in superstitions of servants.
Cord, if I were you, I would stay away from Rexel.
Why did you say that?
Oh, she means, well, she's rather superstitious. I wouldn't let her alarm you with her superstitions.
You were as alarming as she was last night.
Well, that was last night. Today's a new day.
So in other words, you're not going to tell me what's going on?
No, there's nothing to tell. Listen, I suggest you take a nice walk in the morning air. I think I'll plan to do the same.
Yes. Yes, I will. Excuse me.
So, the curse didn't pass on to him.
Oh. If he's telling the truth.
Why would he lie?
I don't know. But he was concealing something. Now, don't ask me what, because I don't know. The other thing I don't understand is why Susan knows so much about you. No, cousin, we're a long ways from finding the truth.
Did you tell him?
About the heartbeat? No.
You are very wise and very kind. He must not know.
Jean-Paul told me not to talk to you again.
Jean-Paul said that? Why?
He told me not to listen to your superstitions.
They are not superstitions. You will know soon. Very soon.
Come in.
I see you're up.
I'm always up early.
Can I speak to you for a while?
Of course.
What do you know about Jean-Paul?
Know about him?
Mm-hmm. Like, why did you go to his room last night?
I did go there, didn't I?
Yes, you spoke about a star.
I did, but I don't know why. That's the truth. I can't explain it. I woke up this morning and I felt really different.
Different? In what way?
Well, my voices are gone.
Your voices?
You see, I used to hear voices, like voices that told me things, but I don't hear them anymore.
Do you remember the mark you saw on Court's face? Do you remember the drawing you made of it? Why does it frighten you?
I don't know why, but it does.
Think.
Well, after I saw it on Court's face, I dreamed about it.
Well, tell me about your dreams.
No, I don't like to talk about them.
Why not?
Well, people think I'm mad. See, I've dreamed that I've lived another life. Like in another century. The 17th century.
How often do you have these dreams?
Often. They happen in my mind sometimes when I'm wide awake.
And you saw this mark when you were awake?
Yes. Oh, please don't ask me any more questions. I'm really confused.
Well, I survived that night. But there will be others.
And you'll survive them too. You will, Jean-Paul. I know that now.
Did you speak to Susan?
Yes. Something odd has happened. She's changed.
Changed? How?
She doesn't remember some of the things she said, and she doesn't remember why she said others.
Well, do you think she's telling the truth?
I didn't at first, but I do now.
What would make her change?
Well, perhaps the powers that touched you last night touched her also.
How could that be?
I don't know.
Listen, she knew all about the mark of death, or seemed to.
Yes, I showed her the drawing she made. She seemed frightened of it. She said it's appeared in several of the dreams she's had.
Dreams?
Yes. She dreams quite often that she's lived before in the 17th century.
The 17th century?
Why could she dream like that?
Let me see that. So I've seen this mark somewhere before.
Well, of course, on Benjamin Desmond's grave.
No, I've seen it or something very much like it long before I ever came to Desmonton. I saw it in a book that I was reading for research.
What kind of a book?
A book on 17th century witchcraft.
Witchcraft?
Yes, it had lists of illustrations of marks like this. They're seals of pacts made with the powers of darkness. And each mark has a history.
Do you know the history of this one?
No. I'd have to go through my notes to find out. It meant nothing to me at the time.
Well, do. It could help us.
Well, I'd have to go to Boston, to the library at the university.
Then go. We must find out about this mark.
I'd be gone for several days. What if something should happen while I was away?
Well, it's all right, Emily. I think you better go. I don't think you can be any more help here.
All right. I'll go pack.
What are you doing here?
I must speak to you.
Did you say all you had to say last night?
I was frightened last night. I do not understand Mr. Phillips' rights, the rights he uses to protect you.
What do you need to understand?
I was afraid he might call on the powers of evil, and they might consume you.
Well, as you can see, nothing happened. Don't question what Philip is trying to do.
No. And I will not accuse him of coming between us. I want only to serve you.
You said you would never serve me again.
I was angry last night. I will leave Desmond Hall. I will do anything that you want me to do. But there must be no bitterness between us. Can you forgive me?
It's not a question of forgiveness. You are opposed to what Philip is doing.
I no longer oppose it. I want only to serve you, as I have served other Desmonds in the past.
Very well, then there is no quarrel between us.
Those words make me very happy.
Jean-Paul, I came to say goodbye.
You're leaving?
Yes.
You may go now, Rexel.
As you wish. And Master, thank you.
Why did she thank you?
Oh, she apologized for last night.
Why did she do it?
She was frightened. Frightened that Philip would fail.
Do you believe her?
Yes, why shouldn't I? Well, when does your train leave?
In an hour.
You don't know how much I appreciate what you and Philip have done.
I know.
There's much more I would like to say, Emily.
Well, then say it.
I can't, not now.
Yes, now.
No matter what happens, I won't forget you.
And I won't forget you.
Mr. Philip,
Yes, what is it?
I must tell you what I have just told my master. I regret last night. I should not have interfered.
Then why did you?
I was afraid. Not for myself, but for my master.
You didn't seem frightened. You seemed angry.
I'm not angry now. Do what you must to help my master. I want only to serve him.
You told Jean-Paul last night that you serve other Desmonds now.
I serve only Jean-Paul. He is the master of this house.
Rexel. May I speak to Rexel, please?
Yes, of course. It's your house, as you've told me very often.
What did you just say?
Master Court,
I heard you say that Jean-Paul was your master. I thought I was.
I serve all Desmonds.
You told me that I was going to be the master of Desmond Hall.
You will be. In time.
You pretend to be loyal, and yet you're not.
That is not true.
Well, who do you serve, Jean-Paul or me?
I serve you both.
I don't believe you, and I don't trust you.
You must trust me. You will need me. You will need my help.
I don't want your help.
I must find a way to win him back. I must.